One, two, three.
Hey guys, it is Rachie, and today we're gonna do a movie review instead of a drama review because I'm too stressed from work and just everything else to watch a drama that's very stupid and having to deal with stupidity of the storyline. So I went with a movie real fast, staying to the historical Chinese dramas, of course, because of the style and the fashion. But today we're reviewing the Enchanting Phantom. So it just recently came out. I'll give you a little thing about it. It's just basically kind of the same but different. Like the white snake demon girl falling in love with a human guy, and then her being she wasn't locked away, she was just sent and then she came back to life in a way. But it's kind of the same as that, but a different thing. But Ning Xiaotian is a part of a group of female ghosts who are bound to serve a cruel spirit that feeds on the soul of men. The the siren-like ghosts bring men to their haunted lair, ply them with alcohol, seduce them, and then let the spirits feast on souls. But Ning Xiaotian didn't on meeting a man like a bumbling but pure-hearted apprentice scholar named Cai Chen. The man is forced to spend the night at an abandoned temple on his way to an important exam. At first, she plans to seduce him and offer his soul upon to his spirit, but then eventually taken in by his quirky charms. Eventually, Ning Cai-Chin learns who she really is and discovers the spirit is planning to marry her off to evil demon, and he starts to fall in love with her and resolves to saving her from this terrible fate. But it came from a novel from 1987 by for my review, it went very fast. They just had you dive into the ghost trying to seduce some guys, and then them being whatever the heck, ghost hunters. We'll just say that because I forget what the word is. Ghost hunters. It's kind of, but they end up killing them, and then she goes out and meets the guy and everything. It's just, I can kind of see her falling in love with him because he's different and he's not easily seduced like all the other guys that she has killed. But him, it was kind of weird because she kind of forced herself onto him, and he was like trying to stay a respectful gentleman like he wanted to be as a scholar. And then what else happened? I know they end up in the woods and she helping him, and then she getting flown away, and then she goes back, and then their grandma gets mad at her because she wanted his youthful soul, but stopped it, so she sent back, and then he finds out she was a ghost or demon, and then she comes back again, and then it's all a mess because they wanted his youthful soul, but it didn't happen. But I honestly don't care for the movie. It's okay. It's not the best or the worst, but the only thing that I really liked is when they're talking about the guy the demon that she was supposed to marry. I forget what it's called. Like whenever the marriage part, the music to it sounded so nice and so interesting to me. I probably put a clip in real fast, just like the part of it, because I just love the sound of them coming together. It's like very intense, but it's like kind of intriguing in a way. But the movie just went fast. I don't know how, I forget how strong this demon was. He was from like 900 or a few thousand years with strength, and then two guys with a holy sword, and then the little papers, and then a what you call it, to I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm trying to say. It's when they get the demon out of people, the little book that they use. It's in my head. I know the word. I just can't say it. But you know what I'm talking about. The little, I don't know what it is. But I really like these glasses on me. I just got them today. But it's just, how did they beat him with 3 things? And he's supposed to be very strong. They didn't really show the full powers of the guys that chase the demons, the demon hunters. They only showed them using it like a little bit and like nothing more than that, and they keep making fun of the guy with his lightning strike, and it wasn't that powerful because it was always missing trying to strike him and stuff. So I don't understand how they were able to beat him after that. But because they weren't able to beat the grandmother too far, because I know they cut off one of her limbs, I think, and then she became older and like out of her state and like losing her voice and everything. But then she gets called away for the marriage proposal for the demon guy, and then it's whatever. But I mean, like, it was okay. I want to see what people are reviewing. I don't know how it has an 8 out of 10. It's not that good. It's honestly forgettable. It's kind of just there. Like, it's not that good, or it's not like the worst movie ever. But let's do the lowest to highest. Someone said the end and the script are bad. Characters are annoying. They kind of are annoying. The guy that played the scholar, he kind of played it cliche of being a scholar and everything. Everyone's kind of a cliche of who they were, because the demon, the ghost girl, she was like super lusty, and then all the girls were rubbing on each other and everything. I know it's supposed to be a lust and like one of the 7 deadly sins type of stuff, but it was just a little too much. And then the guys that were the demon hunters, they were just kind of angry. I don't know. They were just not in the best representations. It's just kind of weird. It wasn't that good. Honestly, I like the outfits more than anything. The setting, the styling, the CGI could use work, because all we know about historical Chinese dramas and their terrible CGI. It's okay. It's not the worst. Someone said they watched an hour of this and then quit because it's god awful. Yes, another Chinese movies and ridiculously awful CGI. The movie was filled with Chinese CGI, and I guess they think that what's makes the movie. Little did they know that's the main reason their movie sucks. I feel like it was more rushed than anything than just terrible CGI, because we see it in a lot of stuff, but a lot of dramas I could say that I watched with terrible CGI, they were very good. I really loved the dramas. The characters made the story and everything, and you could forget about it, even though it was thrown on the screen and terrible at the moment, but it wasn't the worst. I just feel like they didn't have enough time to develop their characters and everything, because I know in Korean dramas, not a lot of times they get to spend time developing their character, because they're filming at the time it's being released. So I don't know if it was the same for this or not, but it's not the best or the worst. They said they liked the main lead. He's an amazing actor. Not a fan of how they changed part of the storyline to ghosts. whatever, you could change different stuff and tell a different story because it's based on a book. So it's what the writer did more so than the director because he based it off of that. And then, yeah, someone's like, it's not good. The storyline is not interesting, too predictable, and the characters were flat. I can understand that. And then someone's like, it feels like a pretty low budget production with messy plot. Not even Yuen Taoist Yuen could save the movie. I don't even know who that is. It's one of the people in there, but I don't know. Someone, this is the highest rating that I see as, what did I do? Top reviews. Let's do highest. Someone gave it a 10. How many people gave it a 10? A good amount, surprisingly. But someone's like, it's really nice with great actors that did their job well. The action was well done. And so did the romance of the scholar and the demon. Note, friendship of the different groups. Note, it was a great costume. The costumes were the best. The music was great. Yep. All the roles were done extremely well. No. It was cliches of it. The top review that was there that said it was commercial-like, 100%, that's what it was, basically. It was just the most basic set of acting for those type of characters. They weren't, like, treated any different. It was kind of the same, so it was kind of forgettable. But, it's the point where they love to know and would love to read the book on the story. The old novel, which is a small portion of the story, the book is probably a lot better. Because they're probably number one, because writers take their time and they can develop it more, making a more interesting story compared to a movie that only has a set budget and a certain amount of time they can film, and then the actors and actresses might be filming another thing at the same time, so they can't get into that character fully. So I feel like the book would be 100% better. They said this also helps understand Chinese culture. No, it doesn't at all. Maybe the fashion, if anything. It's not in-depth little description of some of the, I could say, caricatures from the history, and like the white snake is similar to that story. I know a lot of people know about the white snake story and that little love relationship. That was really great. A lot of the depictions of it were very good, I have to say. I didn't watch the newest one because I don't think it would be as good as the one that I seen. I think it was a movie too, but that was done very well. And I forget what it is called, but it was good. And then I think the fox spirits, they didn't include those. I know a lot of ghost type theme, type of Chinese dramas include the fox demons and the different levels of the demons. And this kind of like just a snippet. It's not like anywhere near of what other ones show. And like more in depth and like giving more history and then kind of telling the story about the relationship of the demons and like their beliefs and everything, and how humans react to the demons and like their story. Like I feel like it's just a snippet. It's not the same. Like I feel there's a lot better stories that depict Chinese culture a lot better than this, because this is rushed and it's nowhere near that good. I want to go to this top review that said it, because I think from what I read, they said it the best. They said the demons were very commercial in their appearance. Yep, the action was too funny to take seriously. Honestly, the special effects make it look strange, but they did their best that they could, and it wasn't too horrible to look at. I've seen worse in dramas, but the acting saved it, or the storyline saved it. And then it simply wasn't enough screen time developing the main characters, letting the audience know his background and what he desires and his goals are. Yep. It seems like he was a random scholar who just got caught up in a 2-day romance with a demon and went off to become a scholar again. Like, after she got sucked up into the hole, he was just like, I'm going off to be a scholar. I don't want to stay here. And I was just like, you don't know if she's coming back. He didn't care. They said she could possibly come back. He didn't know what period of time she's going to come back. And we don't know the period of time that she came back, actually. All he had was a mustache. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. All they do is show a frame of her stopping. They didn't show her face. They just show her turning around slowly, and that was it, of them meeting again. But who knows if you would actually look the same if you were a ghost or demon and you get sent back and your soul is redeemed and you could live as a human again. Like, I wonder if you look the same. That's interesting, because how would he know it's her? Because he just said her name and then she stopped. Who knows if it could have been a random girl that just so happened to have the name. But oh well. I mean, like, certain people you could get a certain feeling from, where you feel a certain attraction to them. Like, you're drawn into them. Like, a guy that I dated, I felt like I'm drawn to him. Like, I can understand that, but how would you know for certain that it's that person that passed away because she was already a ghost? I wouldn't say she was resurrected. I'll just say she was redeemed to live. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, and then the movie could have done a better with more time and adding into a flesh out the characters. Other than that, the romance was kind of cute. It was like a little, something sweet that he's like, good. It's not like a cookie, because I like cookies. Not like the little Godiva little stuff that's too good for it. Maybe like a popsicle from like an ice cream truck that's like on a hot day. It's good in the moment, but you don't really crave it. It's like something you don't crave on a regular basis. It's just good in the moment, like something like that. That's how their romance was to me. It's not like rememberable like other relationships. And then the film made no impact on me. I will probably forget it exists by tomorrow. Same. I'm just making a review because I haven't done any reviews in a long time, and then I just am stuck on these episodes and I can't get past it. I'm like too stressed, and I don't like stupidity of stuff, so I'm kind of avoiding watching the rest of this drama. But honestly, if you're bored like me and you don't want to be attached to characters and you want something to entertain you, because I know for a period of time I just kept watching Adventure Time over and over again, because it's short little clips and then it's like happy majority of the time, just because how stressed I was. If you need a break from something like that, just watch a movie. It will just fill the little need that you need, like some amount of character, but it's not like gonna pull you in. It's just something to watch out of boredom, so you won't be stressed. That's basically what it is, because honestly, I could care less about this movie. But that is basically it. If you guys want to watch it, watch it. It's not the absolute worst, but it's not that good. So, boredom, watch it. I'll say that. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
1, 2, 3.